UFC 292, Sterling versus O'Malley. Personally, I don't believe the fight is actually signed and 100% official. As Sean O'Malley, he said that's when they're going to fight. He's fighting at UFC 292 no matter what. We got Henry Cejudo looking to be the interim champion and fight Sean O'Malley on this card if Aljamain Sterling is not able to as well. We're also hearing Sterling has to wait to see about some injuries and things like, I don't know. There's a lot of drama with this UFC 292 card. But we're going to do it as it is. Tapology is saying these fights are official. The UFC website is saying these fights are official. Dana White is saying this fight is official between Aljamain Sterling and Sean O'Malley. So we're going to predict every single fight that's on here so far. And again, guys, today is May 29th. This fight is going to happen on August 19th. We got a while for some more fights to get announced for the card. But we're going to do the main event with Sterling and O'Malley, the co-main event of Weili Zhang, Amanda Lemos, and then a random fight with Cody Garbrandt and Mario Bautista. So let's get in to the very, very short full card prediction in the bantamweight division. Cody Garbrandt and Mario Bautista in the bantamweight division. Surprisingly, Cody Garbrandt is only 32 years old, which I still find very, very crazy to me. He's not as tall, not as lengthy as Mario Batista. Mario is younger. Honestly, similar amount of experience, although there's a big difference in terms of who that experience was against in terms of Cody Garbrandt, but they will be on the main card for 3 rounds of bantamweight action. Mario has been proven to be a legitimate grappler and wrestler type of guy in this bantamweight division with recent wins, submission win over Guido Canetti, submission win on Benito Lopez, submission win on Brian Kelleher, and then a decision on Jay Perrin. It did get knocked out by Trevin Jones, which does worry me, as Cody Garbrandt is one of those guys where he can be really, really tentative and not really throw many punches at all, like we saw in the Trevin Jones fight last time, or he can go out there like a bat out of hell and just start throwing huge, huge shots looking for the knockout, like he did against Pedro Munoz, TJ Dillashaw, Rafael Assunção. There's a lot of these situations where he's just throwing recklessly, and that's kind of going to be what kind of depends this fight to be on, is going to be how reckless Cody Garbrandt is and is planning on being against a guy like Mario Batista. If you're going to be reckless against Mario Batista, he's long, he's lengthy. You're reckless, you walk right into a counter, given that he's going to have that reach and height advantage, as well as the fact that his wrestling and grappling just continues to improve. There's a possibility Mario Batista is able to counter him, not with the punch, not with the kick, but with the takedown on Cody Garbrandt, and even grind the fight on the ground as well. I am going to go Mario Batista for those reasons. I don't really think a technical game plan for Cody Garbrandt would prove him very well, as I highly doubt he's going to outstrike Mario Batista for 3 straight rounds, given the height and reach disparity, and I do believe that there will be moments where Cody's going to be like, well, nothing's really happening here. I gotta make a good moment to get back in this fight. That's where he's gonna get countered by Mario Batista, maybe taken down by Mario Batista. Overall, I'm going Mario Batista. He's not gonna be like a super, super heavy favorite, in my opinion. I'm guessing the betting odds will probably peg him around minus 200, maybe slightly more than that, but I got Mario Batista winning round number 1, round number 2, and then I got Cody just going crazy round number 3, knowing he needs that finish, hurting Mario Batista, but it's not going to be enough. Mario by decision. Co-main event time, Weili Zhang and Amanda Lemos in the strawweight division. I don't know when I said it. I said it a few weeks ago that Amanda Lemos shouldn't really be getting this title shot with Weili Zhang at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and look at the UFC rankings right now. I'm very, very confident that Amanda Lemos is not the number 1 contender. She is not the number 2 contender. She's not even the gosh dang number 3 contender in the strawweight division. We have Carla Esparza, the former champ. Obviously, they're not going to do a Esparza-Weili Zhang rematch. We got Rose Namajunas, who's beaten Zhang Weili twice. Probably not going to be able to do that. She's coming off a loss. But you got Yan Xiaonan just sitting there, waiting for her title shot. She just knocked out Jessica Andrade very, very nicely in round number 1, the same way that Zhang Weili was able to knock her out in round number 1. We had a perfect opportunity to have China versus China, Zhang Weili, Yan Xiaonan. I mean, she's ranked above her. She's coming off a very, very good finish. And Amanda Lemos' most recent win was the number 8 girl in Marina Rodriguez, when literally like right before that, she got kind of destroyed by Jessica Andrade. I don't think this should be what's happening for the co-main event. Believe it should be Weili Zhang versus Yan Xiaonan. But I digress. Let's do a prediction for this one. Amanda Lemos, Weili Zhang. This is what we're settled with. The actual age advantage goes Weili Zhang. She's got double the experience as a professional mixed martial artist. She's got about double the wins. She's not as lengthy as Amanda Lemos, but she is going to be the same height. And yeah, I told you, she's younger than Amanda Lemos by 2 years right there. Amanda Lemos is 36 years old. She's not one of these up-and-comers like a Mackenzie Dern, where she loses this fight, she's able to build herself back up. This is kind of her main shot to go out there and become UFC champ before she kind of starts to decline later on in her mixed martial art career. And Weili Zhang, I mean, we've seen what she's been able to do in her most recent fight. We saw the Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight, and I know we all know it about the highlight, the spinning back fist to the chin, retiring Joanna Jędrzejczyk for good. We saw the freaking hematoma before that. I know we want to think about those 2 Joanna Jędrzejczyk fights with the crazy striking, the wars that they were. But in the second Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight, we have to remember Weili Zhang mixed in the wrestling very, very nicely in that fight. Was able to land takedowns on Joanna Jędrzejczyk, land some really good ground and pound in round number 1, and get close to a ground and pound TKO. That's against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Then she goes against Carla Esparza, probably the best wrestler in the division, behind maybe a Tatiana Suarez. And Weili Zhang was able to take her down kind of with ease in every single round in that fight, and was able to get her back, get that rear naked choke where she had the crucifix situation, and was able to finish her. Now she's fighting Amanda Lemos, a girl with, I mean, granted, okay takedown defense. She defended a few on Montserrat Ruiz and was able to finish her, but what was Jessica Andrade able to do? She got her to the clinch, and she just wrapped up an arm triangle while standing. And that's like the first time I've ever seen like a standing submission like that. That it wasn't like a rear naked or a guillotine. It was a freaking arm triangle choke submission, which was absolutely crazy. And Jessica Andrade really is not that good of a wrestler, not that good of a grappler in my opinion. She's pretty overrated and was able to just go out there and bum rush her and submit her in round number 1. Weili Zhang's a much better wrestler, much better grappler. If she's able to get Amanda Lemos to the clinch, which I personally think she will, she's going to get that arm of Amanda Lemos. She's going to pull it. She's going to get the head of Amanda Lemos. She's going to kind of pound on it a little bit, hold it, wear down on Amanda Lemos in the clinch situations, maybe laying a few knees to the body, some right hands, left hands to the body as well. Then once she lands that takedown, I'm sorry to say for Amanda Lemos, I don't really think Amanda Lemos is getting up until maybe the round ends and she's able to get the fight back up to the feet in between rounds. I think Weili Zhang's going to dominate here. I legitimately think she's going to absolutely dominate Amanda Lemos here. My original prediction, you might be thinking, it's Weili Zhang. She's got so many knockout wins. My original prediction was actually going to be a Weili Zhang 3rd or 4th round submission. Specifically, another rear naked choke submission. But the more and more that I think about it, I mean, I'll tell you the rationale why I had this submission win for Zhang Weili. I thought round 1, they're going to strike with each other for a little bit. Maybe Amanda Lemos lands a good shot on Weili Zhang, and Weili's like, heck this, man. I'm taking this fight down. I'm going to start to grind and pound a little bit. And then round 2, same thing. Round 3, same thing. But Amanda Lemos starts to get more and more tired. And then that's where, she gives up her back, gets a rear naked choke submission. That was going to be my rationale for why I would have Weili Zhang by submission round 3, round 4. The more and more that I think about it, again, it could be a submission. It could be a decision for all I know. But I'm going to switch it to a ground and pound TKO after Weili Zhang hurts Amanda Lemos on the feet. The reason being is I think Amanda Lemos is not going to be ready for the cardio and the pace that Weili Zhang's going to put on her in round 1, in round 2. I mean, I've had boxing matches, I've had wrestling matches. The full 3 rounds of a boxing match, I wasn't like super tired. I was tired, but I wasn't super tired. 3 rounds of a wrestling match, it's a whole different story. And Weili Zhang pushing that pace with the takedowns, with the wrestling in round 1, in round number 2, is going to make Amanda Lemos really tired. It's going to make her punches go Nick Diaz style and go really slow. And that's where I think Weili Zhang is just going to be like, well, do I even have to take her down now? She's throwing like the weakest punches I'm seeing. All of her power is gone now that she's grappled and wrestled with me for the first 2 rounds. That's where I think Weili Zhang's going to pour on her magnum pressure. Get Amanda Lemos just back to the cage, laying a good shot right to the chin on Amanda Lemos. Few ground and pound shots, and the ref, maybe it's Herb Dean, I don't know who the ref's going to be. I got Weili Zhang stopping it. In round number 3, midway through, I think Amanda Lemos is just going to be really tired. It might be round 4, it might be round 5, but I got a round 3 TKO for Weili Zhang. Should be a good fight, though. Next one. In the bantamweight division, if it'll show, Aljamain Sterling and Sugar Sean O'Malley in the bantamweight division. Now. I know what you guys are going to say. Sean O'Malley doesn't deserve the title fight. It should be giving him a Rob Dvalishvili. Maybe we do a Henry Cejudo rematch. No. Merab is a CUCK. He's not going to take the fight with Aljamain Sterling. I know he just battered Petr Yan when Sean O'Malley just narrowly beat him in a fight that a lot of people think was a robbery. This is what we're stuck with. I don't actually want to see this fight as much as I would rather see an Aljamain versus Merab Dvalishvili fight. But again, this is what we're stuck with. And Sean O'Malley's going to get smacked in this fight. That's my opinion here, is O'Malley's going to go out there round 1, and he's going to look good. I'll say that. Round 1, O'Malley is going to look very good against Aljamain Sterling. He's going to be countering on the outside, laying in some good shots, feinting Aljamain Sterling to kind of move his head and kind of forget the game plan of wrestling and grappling for the fight. O'Malley might land some good kicks, some good front kicks to the body, some good counters on Aljamain coming in for the takedown. All of that is going to end in round number 2. I'm going to say that right now. Round number 2, Aljamain Sterling is going to figure out that range of Sean O'Malley. I mean, again, Sean's going to be 4 inches taller, have a 1-inch reach advantage. Round number 2, Aljamain Sterling is going to kind of figure out that reach and height disparity of Sean O'Malley, and he's going to find a way in on the takedown. That's where O'Malley's going to be like, oh, shit. I just won round 1, but Aljamain kind of figured me out now. And that's where Aljamain is going to turn into Aljamain. Get the back of Sean O'Malley, look for a rear naked choke the whole of round number 2. I mean, that's just what Aljamain kind of does sometimes. And then round number 3, I think he's going to go for the finish. I think O'Malley's going to be good with kind of keeping his arms up like this, staying away from the rear naked choke submission. And I think he survives round number 2. But round number 3, Sterling's going to be like, well, the rear naked choke wasn't working. What did I just beat TJ Dillashaw by a little while ago, huh? Ground and pound TKO. Let's go for that. Let's try to get the back again. But this time, instead of going for that submission, there's so many clear shots to the side of the head I could land here. I could flatten him out. I could try to land some good shots here. And that's what I think Sterling's going to do. I think he's going to get the back of Sean O'Malley again in round number 3. He's going to search for a submission 1 or 2 more times, and he's going to be like, all right, well, whatever. Flip him over, Sean O'Malley's stomach and chest to the mat, and that's where Sterling's going to try to flatten him a little bit, land some good ground and pound, some elbows to the side of the head. Bop, bop, bop. Aljamain Sterling, round 3, TKO. That is it for my full card prediction for UFC 292. I know, there's only 3 fights on the card as of right now. I don't care. I could stretch this video out as much as I want. even with the 3 fights, because they are some okay fights. I mean, O'Malley versus Sterling is a decent one. Garbrandt versus Batista should be a very, very good one. And Weili Zhang, Amanda Lemos, I mean, what can go wrong there? That's going to be a very good fight as well. I got Mario Batista going out there, getting himself a 29-28 decision, winning the first and second round. I got Weili Zhang getting herself a third or fourth round TKO. And I got Aljamain Sterling doing the same thing and getting himself a third round TKO. That is UFC 292, Sterling O'Malley, super early prediction. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's like the end of May and this fight's mid-August. I don't care. I've already done full card predictions for almost every other card. Deal with it. UFC 292, put your predictions down below, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.